Hi guys, Rahul this side on behalf of Revsportz. Welcome to another football interview of Revsportz, and I am joined by M. Satyanarayan, Deputy Secretary General of AIFF, and Satyanarayan sir has been very busy over the past few months because we all know what happened in Indian football over the past year. A lot of uncertainty. The league got delayed because of commercial deadlock, but finally AIFF managed to start the league. The best thing is football is back again, and lot to talk with Satyanarayan sir in this interview. But firstly, I want to know about sir a bit because your journey is a bit distinguished because you started as a journalist, then coming to administration. Can we know the full story about you?
Yeah, actually, in college I played football. I played for Bangalore University and then I signed for income tax. But at the same time, I got a job in Times of India, so I preferred to become a journalist. I was in Times of India and Deccan Herald in Bangalore. And then I went to Gulf. I went to Emirates News and then to the Gulf News. I was there for about 20 years, covered a lot of sport, covered most of the top athletes in the world, Formula One, Schumacher, Sebastian Vettel. I covered Tiger Woods also in the golf championship there. Then I covered Pele. I met him twice. I did stories on him. Most of the greats of both football, Formula One, and even rallying, Marcus Gronholm, all world champions. And also football, I covered when Alain won the AFC Club Championship. And then, so lots of football also. So Abu Dhabi was, it gave me the opportunity. And all the cricket, Pakistani played all its cricket in UAE. So the Pakistan, South Africa, the Pakistan, West Indies, the Pakistan, Australia series. But football has always been my first love. So then I came back in 2013 and for 2 years I was just doing a few things and I had my own club. And then we felt that there are about...
Your own club?
Which I have football club. And right now I also support a super division club called Students Union. It's in its 75th year. So then we saw things are not going well. So I sort of rebelled against the then Karnataka State Football Association because they were all above 70 and not much was happening. Football was stagnant for about 15-20 years. Then we took over. And Mr. Harris was the president. I became the general secretary in 2018. 4 years we changed football. We won the Santosh Trophy after 55 years.
Karnataka.
Yes, and we started all the youth leagues. Now in Bangalore we have under 7, under 9, under 11, under 13, under 15, under 21. Women's from 4 clubs. Now we made it 40 clubs. So we did a lot of change, and then when I was the general secretary, I was there just finishing the term. Then AIFF, some of the EXCO members, they requested me to come there as the Deputy Secretary General. So I joined there. I worked with Shaji Prabhakaran for about 3 to 4 months. Then I was acting General Secretary, and then under Anil Prabhakar I also worked. So now I'm almost heading the admin over there. And things are, it's difficult in AIFF, but we are all managing. We lost our MRA partner.
Yes.
So that's 50 crores less per year. It's been a challenge, but pulling off the ISL has been a great success for here. We've done it against all odds, but thanks to the support of all the clubs, we managed to do it. Something new which is happening in Indian football where the clubs and AIFF together are going to run the league. So hopefully if that model goes forward, then it's good for the clubs also. And even I-League has been rebranded as the Indian Football League. Even that's done well. We just signed a sponsor the other day. So things are looking good as far as the 2 leagues are concerned. We put out the RFQ and currently it's on. Hopefully we are looking for a commercial partner to take the 30%, remaining 70%, 10% is with us and 60% is with the clubs. It's a new model which we've sort of unveiled. And so far looks to be heading in the right way. There will be teething problems, but like I said in the conclave also, the new Sports Governance Act has come in. So within 1 year, a lot of changes will happen. And we've got a new constitution. So, and this running the leagues So let's see. I mean, things should improve. The women are doing well. We've got still 3 more teams of us is there in the Asia Cup. All 3 have got a chance of qualifying for the World Cup. Just 2 wins away. Under 17 have qualified for the 4th time. The under 20 girls, under 17 girls. They've got tough draws, no doubt. But I think if you have to get into the top level in Asia, then you have to learn to beat these tough teams. But what augurs well for us is all the youth teams are doing well, which means, the talent is coming up. Our AIFF Youth League in boys is doing very well. The government-supported Asmita Leagues has helped us to reach a lot of new places for girls. I think we had a more than 200% increase in the registration of women players. So that is very heartening. The number of coaching has grown. So hopefully, things can get better with this new Governance Act. The states and districts will also need to get their act together. So we are hopeful. Maybe next 2-3 years will be a correction period. After that, it should be smooth sailing for Indian football.
Absolutely. I mean, how busy you have been in the last few months, and also how busy you are going to be in the next few months, because already you have seen AIFF releasing the commercial tender. You have released the tender for the next 15 years to get a commercial partner. Last tender have failed to attract any bid.
Yeah, so getting a commercial partner depends on the product. Also depends on how people look at the football in the country. But hopefully we should get somebody, because football is still popular. A Calcutta Derby gets about 50,000, a Kerala Blasters Bangalore game, or the FC Goa. And, so these games are still very, very popular. Football, in fact, in the country is played a lot. The number of academies from last year, from 100, has become 150 who are registered with AIFF. The number of women players getting into the game is good. Players have started getting, the women players are earning now, to play for those 3 months in the Indian Women's League. Manisha plays in Peru. So, things are there. The grassroots is doing well. Year before last, we got the grassroots award in Asia. Last year, Tata got it as the best grassroots. So, the focus is there. Let's see. I mean, we all are working hard. We have about 65 people in Indian Football House, in the Football House in Dwarka. Then we have another 50-60 people. We got some good foreign coaches who also joined. So, well, we are all doing our best. The perspective outside could be different, but for us, I think it's been a decent year. 4 of our 6 teams have qualified. Of course, the disappointment has been the senior men's team. A lot of reasons for that, but I don't want to give any excuses. Hopefully, it can get better from there. Khalid now has been drafted in, and we've got one more game on 31st against Hong Kong. Then after that, let's see. Hopefully, we are hoping the government will allow us to play in the Asian Games. So that will be good, because the under 23 boys are very good, because the entire team are playing in ISL. So they're coming with a lot of experience. So let's see.
Coming to the national team, I mean, as a football fan, all of us, every day aspire to play in the World Cup. But as of now, in the case of men's team, it seems a distant dream, to play in the World Cup. But do you think, realistically, if we see, girls have better chance to, represent our country in the World Cup, before the men's?
I think so. That could happen, because we are already in Asia. We are 13. Ranked. So if you're in the top 6, then you're an automatic qualifier for the World Cup. And especially now the under 17 and under 20 is every year. So we get more chances to try and qualify. They've been doing well. They've been together in camps for a long time. The AIFF FIFA Academy in Bhubaneswar, and now one is coming up in Hyderabad. So that will also going to start producing players. So the youth development scheme seems to be doing well. So hopefully next 2-3 years, like the under 17 last 4 years, they've qualified, 4 times they've qualified for the Asian Cup. So hopefully we can build on that. So that is the younger generation which gives us some promise. Yes, senior team. One problem with the senior team, not problem, the other teams, other countries are bringing their overseas players who come in with a lot of experience. We have not been able to do it, but now since we are open to players, OCS to come, provided they give up their passports and take an Indian passport, they can play for the country. So there's a lot of interest, and if and when the government decides to give a second passport, then that will change things a lot. But yeah, like for example, even in the junior team, I heard that Sri Lanka or Bangladesh are getting 4 foreigners.
Yes, they're being
With the passports to come and play. So that is the advantage they have. But that aside, I think still we will hold our own in.
Yeah, exactly. What do you think? I mean, bringing in more OCI and PIO is the way forward, or do you think you should invest in grassroots, structure-wise you should develop it?
See, right now our AIFF Youth League is doing quite well. Okay. They're playing for, we've got zonals, and then the final round, each player is getting about 20 to 25 games. And, it's quite vibrant. The fact that the under-17 team and the under-23 team is doing well means there is a lot of talent.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, it is in the men's team, it is difficult because you have some of the top teams in Asia, you have all the Gulf countries, then you have Koreas, then you have China, you have Japan, you have Australia, you have Uzbekistan. So it is difficult, but it is not impossible, because once our men players start doing well, maybe we need to have little longer camps for the men. So now since the league is being organized, ISL is being organized by AIFF and the clubs, we can request the clubs to give us the players for a longer time. So those are things which can happen, and because the two are related, the ranking of the Indian team helps the league also to grow better. So let us wait and see.
Absolutely. I mean, to develop to Indian football as well, you need financial support, you need corporate support in a country which is dominated by cricket. How difficult, from administration perspective, to bring more, corporate investment in football. In upcoming years, do you see football getting more corporate support, more corporate investment?
See, already, I mean, we are glad that, or we are also happy and thankful the Tatas are into football, the JS Jindals are in football, Mr. Goenka is into football. So keeping them in football will help. And once the new format of the league picks up, then I think, money should start getting into the game. Yes, governance, maybe we can improve on it, and a little more leagues in the states, because the Kerala Super League Kerala has shown it the way. The Gujarat league is doing well. Calcutta has also done well. So a lot of private leagues are also coming up, done by the states. And futsal is something which we are relying on. We already played, we've made our first win in futsal. So there are some plans for a franchisee futsal league also. The management is working on it. So we need to look at other avenues to get in our revenue. But we have to keep going at it, and
Exactly. My final question, of course, it has been a delayed start for ISL and I-League, but the best thing is that you have managed to start the league, and most of the club CEOs are saying that if the league wouldn't have started, it would have been a huge damage to all of them. So that's a positive. The league already started this season, but going forward in the 5 years, where do you see Indian football?
See, for the league to happen this year, a lot of things we need to thank. One is FSDL did a very good job for the 10 years they ran it. They've been very supporting to us. Our executive committee members, the entire lot, they've really backed us in all what we asked them for. The management, of course, with our president, Mr. Chaubey, Vice President Harris, and Kippa, the treasurer. The clubs, all the 14 clubs have trusted in us, and we've rolled it out. So far, I think it's the 5th round now is going smoothly. So this, if we get a good commercial partner, then this will run on its own.
Yeah.
Then we can focus on the other things, which is the youth development, the national teams, the women's teams. So we're just hoping something happens in this RFQ. I think by the end of the month, we will have some good news on that front, hopefully. So of course, we might not get the money which we used to get earlier, but whatever it is, if it is enough for us to at least hold on. But what you said is very right. This year, the league happening itself was a big achievement for us, because the players were, would have suffered. Yes, the clubs would have suffered, and then the referees, everything. It would have been a chain reaction.
Yeah.
Of course, it's a truncated league, but still that the league is happening. People are coming to the stadiums to watch the game. It's being telecast. So, I mean, it is, at least we've kept it going. So, hopefully next year will be a longer league. It will be back to a home and away match, and maybe the sponsors will come back. So, we are very hopeful. We are positive. With football being so deep in the country, there's no other alternative but for us to be positive. Our state member associations are also working hard. So let's see. I mean, things should turn around.
As you say, football is driven by passion in our country, but passion is not enough. We need collaboration from all of our stakeholders who are involved in the game. So hopefully in the coming years, we'll see Indian football in a better place. Hopefully next time we'll meet, we'll talk about the progress, the growth of Indian football.
Sure.
Thanks a lot, sir, for
Thank you
giving
so
us your
much.
valuable
Thank you so
time.
much for
I
having
really enjoyed talking to you.
Thank you so much.